Are you addicted to adrenaline? I was once, but not in the way most people are. I would just get up in the morning and go, wow, yeah, it's a new day, let's go. And I had to go all day long. If I stopped too long for lunch, the adrenaline slowed down and then I crashed. I had no idea that's what I was doing. My body started to degenerate. I had all kinds of problems. It was like that way for years. Finally, a chiropractor said, you can be addicted to adrenaline. And it shook up my world because I didn't know any other way to be. It was sort of a guilt thing. You have to get up and do things all day long or else you're worthless. Well, it's time to get out of that scenario. And in today's world, the adrenaline fix doesn't just have to be bungee jumping, which a lot of people do, roller coasters, but it's everywhere. The news, the precursors to the news, they'll say, everything's falling apart, details at 6, and it goes on and on and on. And even the weather, you can look out your window and see that there's not a lot of bad weather going on, but if you look at the radar or what they're saying on TV, oh man, the world is falling apart. So here is an antidote, and it is a kind of meditative drawing. So behind me, you can see all kinds of shapes. All kinds of shapes. And your eye can follow those. You can just appreciate all those shapes. The beauty, the way they flow. Now, if you had a pen and paper, let me turn this around. No, I turned this around before I started, and now it's not turning around. Oh dear. That's so strange. Now what I have up there is a light thing telling me how I can change the light. And that's supposed to be the turnaround place. Go with the flow, I guess. I don't know how to do this. How do I get rid of that? Take a deep breath. Things never go quite the way you expect them to. So what I was going to do was to move my finger slowly around these grapevines next to me after I turned the picture around so you could watch my finger as it went around the different shapes. But I don't know if I can do it with things behind me. It's very confusing. No, I can't. So what you do is you take maybe a clipboard with some paper attached to it and a gel pen, and then you look at an object and start your eyes going very slowly around the edge of the object. And as your eyes move, your pen moves on the paper. Don't look at the paper, because we're trying to get into the right side of the brain where there's peace and tranquility and no adrenaline. The left side of the brain can be triggered so easy by words, and it just gets that adrenaline going, and we're in that state of fear, that state of fight flight. So in order to balance that, this exercise can help. So sit quietly with a clipboard in your lap and a gel pen in your hand and just stare at an object and go around the edges of it. And as your eye moves, have your pen move and don't look at the paper. And just keep going. You can do the edges, you can do the inside details. You can pick your pen up and go to a new spot, but then just guess where it's supposed to go. Don't look, because if you look, you'll flip into the left side of the brain and you'll go, that looks dumb. So you don't want to do that. And it's supposed to look funny. I mean, Sometimes they look really beautiful, and sometimes they look silly, but that's all right. So give it a try. It'll help you to break free of the adrenaline habit. Thanks for listening. This is Kristen. Until next time, peace.